Why don't wild animals attack you while you're sleeping in a tent? Imagine this. You're fast asleep, completely unconscious, drooling on your pillow, zero awareness of what's happening around you. Now imagine you're not in your bedroom. You're in a tent. A thin layer of fabric is the only thing separating you from a forest filled with predators, bears, wolves, lions, leopards, animals that can smell you from miles away, hear tiny sounds in the dark, and see far better than you ever could at night. And yet, most campers wake up safely every morning. Why? Why don't predators see a sleeping human as the easiest meal imaginable? The answer is much deeper than you think. Humans are terrifying. It sounds strange, but to most predators, humans are scary. Not because we're strong. We're slower than many animals, weaker than most predators, and terrible at seeing in the dark. But predators have learned one thing over millions of years. Humans are dangerous. A fascinating study found that mountain lions often abandoned their food and fled simply after hearing recordings of human voices. Think about that. An apex predator that can easily kill a deer hears people talking and decides it's not worth the risk. This behavior isn't limited to mountain lions. Lions, tigers, wolves, and jaguars across the world often avoid humans whenever possible. Why? Because for thousands of generations, animals that got too comfortable around humans didn't survive. The cautious ones did. That caution became instinct. You smell weird. To predators, you don't smell like natural prey. You smell like shampoo, soap, sunscreen, plastic, synthetic fabrics, processed food, and beneath all of that, you smell like a primate. Predators are experts at hunting specific prey. Their brains are programmed to recognize familiar smells and movement patterns. A deer smells like a deer. A rabbit smells like a rabbit. But a human? A human smells like something unusual. And in nature, unusual often means risky. When predators encounter something unfamiliar, their first reaction is usually caution, not attack. The ancient power of fire. For most of human history, campfires were a survival tool. Not just for warmth, not just for cooking, for protection. Fire creates one of the strongest fear responses in the animal kingdom. Animals instinctively avoid flames and smoke because throughout evolution, fire often meant danger and death. When predators see a campfire, they're not just seeing light. They're seeing something unnatural, something powerful, something best avoided. Long before humans built cities or invented writing, we had already figured out one thing. Sleeping near fire was a very good idea. Predators hate taking risks. A lion with a broken leg can't hunt. A wolf with a serious injury can starve. Every hunt is a risk. So before attacking anything, predators ask a simple question. Is this worth it? A sleeping human may seem vulnerable, but we're also unfamiliar. We might wake up. We might fight back. We might have weapons. We might have friends nearby. For a predator, that's a lot of uncertainty. And uncertainty equals danger. Most predators would rather hunt prey they understand than gamble on something strange. You're not as defenseless as you think. Here's something surprising. Even while you're asleep, part of your brain stays alert. Scientists call this the Sentinel Effect. Your brain continues monitoring sounds and changes in the environment. That's why a strange noise can wake you instantly, while familiar background sounds don't. Humans evolved in dangerous environments. Our ancestors who could quickly wake up during threats survived. Those who couldn't often didn't. So even in deep sleep, your brain is still standing guard. Safety in numbers. Humans rarely camp alone, and predators know that. Across nature, predators target isolated individuals, not groups. A camp full of humans represents a group. If one person wakes up and starts shouting, others will wake too. Suddenly, what looked like an easy opportunity becomes a chaotic and unpredictable situation. Predators don't want chaos. They want easy wins. And a campsite rarely looks easy. But attacks can happen. Of course, attacks do occur, but they usually happen when something changes the normal rules. An injured predator, a starving animal, a predator that has lost its fear of humans because people have been feeding it, or an ecosystem where natural prey has become scarce. In these situations, desperation can override caution. But these cases are exceptions, not the rule. The real twist. Here's the most fascinating part. Humans have become so feared that our presence changes entire ecosystems. When predators avoid areas where humans are active, prey animals become more common. Those prey animals eat more vegetation. Smaller predators change their behavior. Rodent populations shift. Entire food chains are affected. Simply by existing, humans influence the behavior of countless species. That's how powerful our reputation in nature has become. Final thought. So the next time you're lying inside a tent, listening to strange sounds outside in the darkness, remember this. Yes, your instincts are telling you to be cautious. They've been doing that for thousands of generations. But the animal outside is making calculations too. And most of the time, those calculations end with the same conclusion. You are not worth the risk. The creature in the dark probably isn't planning to attack you. Because somewhere deep in its instincts, it already knows something that humans spent millions of years teaching the natural world. Stay away from humans.